Okay, so welcome to another lecture of biostatistics. So the topic is the same, the correlation and regression analysis. So today what we are going to do is that we are going to use a basic scientific calculator to compute R and the regression coefficients. So I'm going to teach you how you can use a scientific calculator to find the value of correlation coefficient. So we are going to use the first example in the same presentation of correlation and regression analysis. So you need just to open that handout so that you should be together, you should be following whatsoever I'm going to teach you on this reaction. So let me go through the example one. So it says the table below shows the different ages of under 5 children in months and their weights recorded in kgs. Compute the correlation coefficient R. So when you look at that table, you see that 7 children, their weights were recorded and their ages were also recorded. For example, a child who was 2 months old weighed 5 kgs. Then another child, 6 months old, weighed 6 kgs. Another child, 10 months old, weighed 12 kgs. Another child, 28 months old, weighed 10 kgs. Up to a child who was 40 months old, weighed 15 kgs. So what we need to do is to come up with an equation. But before we come up with an equation, we need to determine the correlation coefficient R. So I'm going to teach you how you can use this calculator. So let's see on this calculator. So the first thing that you have to do before you start entering your data is just to make sure that you erase everything which is on this calculator by using the mod CRL. So I'm gonna press mod CRL, then 3 and then 1. Remember, let me do it again. Mod CLR, then 3 and then 1. Should be CLR, not CRL. Sorry for that one. So when we press mod, when we press 3 and then we press 1, it means we have resetted our calculator, especially when we had the same, when we had the other information in this calculator, then we have just erased everything. So we can now start entering data. So we are going to use the same data, of course. So the first is if a child is 2 months old, then that child weighed 5 kgs. So we will just enter 2,5. 2 months old child is weighing 5 kgs. So on the calculator, what we are going to write is 2,5. We'll just write this is 2. So I'm just going to show this is 2. So it's 2. It's 2. Yeah, it's showing there. Then comma and then 5. 2,5. It means a child who is 2 months old is weighing 5 kgs. So this is the first point. It means we have entered the data for the first child. So the next step, we press M plus. So M plus is here. So just press M plus, M plus. And when you press M plus on the screen of a calculator, it will show you that you have entered n is equal to 1. It means you have entered the first value. Then we have another set which is 6,6. So we also enter 6, 6. So we have 6, 6, and then comma 6, and then we also press M plus. This is M plus. So the moment we press M plus, it will show N is equal to 2. Then we continue 10, 12. So we have 10, 12, and then we also press M plus, M plus, M plus, and then we enter 28, 10, which is 28, and then comma, and then 10, and then we also press M plus. So N equals 4. It means we have entered 4 values. Then another one is 30, 11. So we have 30. Sorry for this. Yeah, 30, 11, and then we press also M plus. So we have N is equal to 5. And then another one is 32, 14. So we have 3, 2, 14, and then we have M plus, which gives us N equals 6. And then we enter the last one, which is 40, 15, and then you also press M plus. M plus. It means we have finally entered our data. Right. So after entering data, then we have to find R. So just press Shift. Just press Shift. Shift, yes. Then just press 2. All right, just put it here. Just press 2. This 2. So this is what we're going to get. What we're getting after pressing 2. So usually when you press 1, it will give us the mean of X variable. When you press 2, it will give us the standard deviation. The 3, it will give us the sample standard deviation. So then you have to move to the right. So if we move to the right, if we press 1, it will give us the mean of Y. If we press 2, it will give us the population standard deviation, and if we press 3, it will give us the sample standard deviation. So we move on to the right. So the 1, 2, 3. So 1 is equal to A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, R is equal to 3. So when we press 1, then we are going to get the intercept. Then when we press B, we are going to get the slope. And when we press 3, we are going to get the correlation arrow. So let's try to press 3. So when we press 3 here, I'm pressing 3 as you can see. When you press 3, what the calculator is showing is this R. We are trying to get the correlation coefficient, and then equals. So what we are getting is 0.834483. When you look at 0.8344, if we want to, if we express this figure to 4 decimal places, then what we will have is 0.8345. So when you look at this value of R, it's just the same as the value which is calculated here, right? Which is calculated here. So just this value which is calculated 0.8345. It's just the same as this value. So if we press SC, this SC, and then we also start again, then press the shift and then press 2, just have to start again, sorry, shift then 2, and we'll have that in light, right? Yes. So when you press 2, let's try to press 2 and then equals. So what you're going to get is a coefficient. Sorry, it's a slope. What you are going to get is a regression coefficient, which is a slope, which is B1. So when we go to the uh, coefficients, regression coefficients, estimation of regression coefficients, estimating regression coefficients, B1, B1 was calculated as what? B1 was calculated, we're just interested in this B1, was calculated as what? So B1 was calculated as 0.213, this one, 0.213, and B0, which is this slope, was calculated as 5.93. So 0.213 is just the same as this figure, 0.213. So again, you can also do you can also do shift, then 2, and then you go back and then press 1, and then so this is 5.93, which is the intercept. So when you look at what was calculated, it's just the same, 5.93. So this is how you can use the calculator to find the regression coefficients. So just try it on your own, make sure that you understand how to use a calculator to find the regression coefficients. Right. Thank you.